Okay, so welcome back to this new episode, and then we are going to go back to the project that we dealt with last week. And let me go to the share screen button. Yep. Okay, so we were trying to work with this GitHub, this project, right? The types of RunAB. So I had plans of working on the cpan digger, but well, first we do this. Okay, so this is the official project, and there is theoretically one fork. Okay, whatever, view existing forks. That's yours.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me check out now. Let's start with this, and I clone this project.
Okay.
I think actually I already have it, but let's start with clean on a clean slate. So what is the name of this? Types RunAB. So I think I already have this, but let's remove this. I still don't understand why how I could convince Docker to create the files with my permissions, with my user. But well, okay. So we have this one, and then we thought that we would like to set up a local environment and see if everything works. So I run this DR thing that includes all kind of stuff already, all kind of packages, and then we run this command, the first one, and I can run it with no test. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here everything is already installed apparently, because I think I enlarged the DR to have all of the things that we saw here, because I thought, okay, others might also use all kind of plugins to Zilla. Okay. I just got a really strange message from my daughter.
Okay.
She arrived to a friend of hers, and there is hot water.
Okay.
And I don't understand what's the point of having hot water. But it's okay. So it's actually a standard question here in Israel, if we have hot water at home, because normally most houses, almost every house has on the roof.
Yeah. Okay.
You have what is this collector?
Well, solar thermal.
Solar collector that that to warm water.
Yeah.
That's like standard. So in winter time, when it's cloudy, then there's a question if you have hot water, or you have to turn on the heater and to have hot water. But normally in starting from spring till autumn, you almost can't run out of hot water.
Yeah, we've got some on our roof too, which is probably not quite as good as it is in Israel, but it.
Well, you have less sun probably there.
But we've got we've got a fairly old system. We've got a 2,000 liter pile of water that in the winter we heat up with a biomass thing. And so we've now got 7 big solar panels on there, which even now it's got to the point where it's heating the hot water up. So that's quite good.
Okay. So you mentioned that something is checked out here that or committed or not committed.
Yeah, well, if we just do a git status.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just checked it out. There's 2 modified files.
Okay, so this is the general problem of some of these projects that they generate while running the test, they generate some of the files.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, this should really be in the git ignore.
That's something unclear to me because the cpan file shouldn't be in git ignore.
Okay.
It's so that, like you see, the problem here is not really that.
Okay.
It's just that I have a newer version of this sync cpan file, and it's just updated. Okay, now we generated, and I don't really understand why it needs to be part of it, as obviously this can make this change. And with the README, so this, well, it's just changed from HTTP to HTTPS. Okay, because I guess there was a change somewhere that probably you remember I had a pull request there changing from HTTP, and so probably this is the generated result of that pull request, and I didn't know that to do that in my pull request, and I mean this probably shouldn't. I don't know this. Well, it can be committed at the end. Okay. But why do we have this one, the OPM? So this is unclear. Oh, okay. So maybe this was fixed also. The OPM parser, you see that here in the red one. So maybe the red one has 2 OPMs and then parser. And here's OPM parser.
So
I assume that this is also a bug, was a bug in the program that generates the README file, that it duplicated this OPM for some reason. It maybe was bugging the software generating, or maybe a configuration file from which it was generating.
All right. Okay. So basically, you're saying that these things are automatically generated, but they haven't been generated since the fixes that fix the problem, like changing HTTP to HTTPS. So it should really, as part of that change, it should have done a generating thing, and then that would have got rid of this.
Yes.
And I assume this, and without checking it out, we assume that's true for the other change as well. Okay. Okay, that makes sense then. I couldn't figure out how I was getting two changed files when I hadn't changed them.
But yeah, this happens in all kind of projects that that I don't. I mean, sort of the first. I mean, this shouldn't be the second one, the README. It actually shouldn't happen on for any change, any. Okay, so couple maybe I don't know. I don't know why the cpan file is actually generated here, and why it's not just left alone, unless I tell it to generate it. But
presumably it must be part of diesel.
Sorry?
It must be diesel.
Yeah, it does it, but diesel does it, but I don't know why. Anyway, what I would do at this point is just commit these changes, create a branch, commit the changes, send a pull request, telling René to update this.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Or shall
That's
I do
fine.
it? Or
Yeah, no, why don't you, as you've got it in front of you, I think might as well do it. And then that'll be good, because then that will mean that the change I want to make will be completely independent of that.
Yeah,
in fact, I want to do two, because there's a real issue. There is a real problem with the test you saw there.
So there is the test failure.
And I know exactly how to fix that. So that's
the test failure.
Yeah. So,
okay, so we can do it on your computer, or we can do it on here. It doesn't matter. Which one? Okay. So wait a second. So the thing is that we have at least two independent changes we would like to send to René.
Yeah.
One of them is the commit of the generated files, and the one fixing the tests, right?
Yeah.
And then so these would be, regardless whether I do or you do, they are going to be independent pull requests. And
yeah,
while you work on the fixing these ones, you will still sort of suffer from having those two files uncommitted, because you're going to work on a branch which starts off from the still sort of broken whatever master branch. I think it has a master branch. Yeah. So you won't build on one branch or the other, because theoretically René might reject the first one. So you don't want to build on it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's assuming that you would like to work on them sort of parallel, or before you René accepts the pull request. Yeah.
I was also going to, independent of these two, add, sorry, I got a dog running about. I was also going to do a GitHub action for doing tests.
So there's the third change that you would like to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So
the question, shall we do it on my computer now, or shall we do it on yours?
That's a good question. I think I don't know what state my let's see.
If you need to go and get this door,
oops, that was wrong.
We can stop it. Stop the recording for some time.
Yeah.
Pause the recording now. I will notice that I'll pause.
No, it's all right. My dog's just turned up, and she's absolutely fine. She's a lovely dog. But around about this time of day, she thinks it's time to get fed, so she's like to just come up and start barking at me. But she seems to have just laying down at the moment, so that's good.
Okay.
I'm looking at the wrong one. That's the problem with that. It's got to be. Yeah. Oh, that's why I just got to refresh. There's an old screen got in front of me. Yesterday commits. Okay, so I've got a commit in it. So I'm actually want to start from scratch. So I'm actually going to trash this.
Okay, so shall I stop the sharing and you'll start sharing?
Okay. Let's do that. I have to figure out. And I think it's that one. So I want to trash this one and start a new fork because it's got confused. Delete this repository. Back.
I wonder how it's going to be the recording now that I moved the. It's recording the Zoom window, whatever. Okay, and there's this green thing around it. green border. That's yours anyway, or is that you always Zoom something?
I can see I think there's a border all the way around my screen, which is something to do with Zoom. I only see it when I'm sharing my screen.
Oh, this is probably just the window, yeah. So outside of that is just other things of Zoom.
Yeah.
For example, anyway, or the two of us. Yeah. Okay. Good. Fine.
I want to. There we go. So now I want to do a fork. I could do this just by cloning it, but I'm going to do it this way for the fun of it.
Yeah, so no. Yeah.
Okay, so that's got that done. I'm going to have to change screen because I actually did the window there. So I have to do a couple of things. See. Oops.
No, I don't. Are you typing in the terminal?
Yeah, I just want to clear some things out, and then I'll no share problem. This window.
Okay.
That's weird. You know, you had the. I just. I know what the problem is. I think. Okay. No, I've had the same problem you did earlier. I couldn't. I've got to sudo to remove stuff.
Yeah.
So it's something to do with Docker. Yeah. I don't know why.
So I thought, but I'll have to recheck it. That theoretically, I mean, you can run Docker, but I run Docker without sudo, so I don't. Okay, whatever.
I know. Yeah. I don't understand either. Anyway, okay, so having done that, I will try and make it a bit bigger before I start. And share. Screen. Which one is it? Sounds like that one. And now, oh, okay, didn't press share. And so now if I do here and copy that, I can do
okay, so you cloned it. That's fine. I usually what I do usually is I clone the original repository. So
okay.
And then add a remote code fork, and that's because otherwise I started to get confused when I use the word the original. No, that's not the origin. The origin is the fork. And
yeah. Anyway, that's the way I did it. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I
can see.
This is how for many years people were telling how to do it, and
right.
And I started to change it a year ago or so, and then I saw other people who were also started to use the method that clone from the original,
right,
and then play with it, and then if I want to commit something and push out to my fork, then create the fork and call it fork also. So
okay,
just for the next time, if you might want to
I'll try that.
Think about it if it fits better, because it started to make things, the wording started to make clearer.
Yeah.
Okay, because the original.
I can see. Yeah, it makes sense. I think it might be worthwhile. I mean, if you were to spend an exercise to just go through and do that. So, you know, pull something, make a change, and then push to presumably your repository, your fork on GitHub, see how that kind of workflow works. I think I'd find that useful.
Yeah, okay, we can do that.
Anyway, let's keep to where we're going. So Is this, can you read the screen?
Yeah. I put it on my large screen now.
Okay, I can make it bigger, or if
no, it's absolutely great.
Okay, so there's nothing there right now, and I should be able to say, except this might not. Let me start from scratch. Oh, come on, guys. Go away. Oh, God, I've got to control. Docker run. Should I call it? Oh, it's just my Docker, isn't it? Bang. So this is kind of what you're doing, only a bit more clumsy, I guess.
Yeah, and I see you didn't give it a name and neither remove.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Not remove because I might want to come back to it.
Yeah.
In fact, you can see I restarted one of the previous versions, so that was in my command history, but I wanted not to do that.
Yeah. In case, by the way, in this case, it's probably better to give it also a name. So
yeah, I can remember it. Yeah, go back to it. Yeah.
You don't have to fight with these random names that they.
Yeah, agreed. Anyway, so where are we? So I think pretty sure it's down at the bottom here. I think these are going to be okay. I keep wanting to put not test in.
Okay.
And then we have this long thing here. And now we wait. But you must have got the compiler in your Docker thing, because it worked. The C compiler, or GCC compiler, strictly, I suppose.
Yeah.
I hadn't, so it didn't work.
Okay. Yeah, this is part of the reason I started to create this sort of whatever big one, because I keep needing all kind of these compiler and whatever tools. So the only thing that or one thing that I was thinking now is to change it so it won't remove the container at the end, so won't come with a --rm flag, but will give it a name. Maybe the name of the current directory would be the name, or based on that would be a name, and then it would be able to restart it later, so I can come back to the same project and easily go back. So that maybe I have to have a bash script for that or something, instead of this plain alias. Yeah. So back to the hot water thing we were talking earlier. There was this really funny story. So where my cousin lives, it's a kibbutz, and all the water tubes were outside. They weren't in the ground or in the walls or whatever. They went on the roof. So during summertime, you actually wouldn't have cold water.
Okay.
So if you open the cold tap, it would just come out the hot water because it was all warmed up in there. So this is also interesting and funny design decisions that or lack of design, actually, probably lack of thinking. But
It's like, do you know the Pompidou Center in Paris?
Well, yeah.
It was designed by a British architect, and the idea was that all the infrastructure was put on the outside. So apart from anything else, it's a library, and the company I worked for had a contract there, so I went there a few times. And inside it's massive because it is this building, and there's no it is, you go inside and it's absolutely massive because all the infrastructure is on the outside. That's the way it was designed. But because it's on the outside, it gets rusty and falls apart and things. Okay, so that's done. I meant to say,
I wouldn't use Git inside. I wouldn't use Git inside personally.
I just kind of see what's changed really. So you should just be able to do that now, shouldn't we?
Wait. No. Go. No. I would open a separate terminal.
Okay.
You can just separate tab in this terminal. So
probably can actually. And then you'll be able to see the window, won't you? Or whatever. God,
I think Ctrl-Shift-T would do that.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then here I would run git status because that's outside.
Yeah.
In the same folder. So this so far didn't change anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just by installing.
Yeah.
And then when you run zil test, I guess that's actually we can see which zil command actually does this. So
sorry.
So I guess zil test runs some other commands. It's like a make sort of make. So we could try to see if you run zil just like this and ask just without anything. I think it will tell you. I don't know which one it does.
I mean, in theory, I could sort of save this. But anyway, I don't want to now. Just going to get a diversion.
Okay, so just do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we can go here and do git status. And then we've changed the two files, and that explains why they're changed. Okay. So
let's send a pull request now.
So
you would create a branch here.
And I don't. So I have to look this up every time. You just say, what were you saying? Checkout branch.
You git checkout -b and the name of the branch.
-b, not b.
No, but checkout. Git
checkout. Yeah, true.
Git checkout -b and then the name of the branch, which would be, I don't know, update generated files or what, it doesn't matter. At the end, it doesn't matter.
Date change files. All day wanted.
Okay. And now you can just git add the files. No, git add dot.
I could have done, yeah. I could have done, you're right.
And then git commit.
True. I wanted to do that. Okay, -n will do it here. What do we say? Update.
Maybe you can add. Okay, wait a second. You can add in the commit message using this zil test.
True.
So you know how to annotate, right?
Tell me.
Okay, so
in theory, but I look it up every time.
Press the up arrow, so you will have the same message. Okay. Fix the commit message. So update generated files using the zil test.
I'll change the update files generated by diesel
Okay.
test. Just
okay, and then add the minus amend, not annotate,
okay.
amend.
Comes up.
Yeah. Yes. So this rewrites the most recent commit message,
okay.
basically. It replaces the most recent commit with a new commit.
Okay.
So don't do it after a push.
Yeah, okay, understand.
Okay.
Not unless you want to cause chaos.
Yeah, I mean, if you do it quickly, then maybe it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you can push this out.
So
git push, I usually use -u.
I don't know what that does.
That just, okay, so just for typing git push, okay? First now, git push, okay?
Okay.
So it tells you to say that you're pushing to origin and update gen files, and the set upstream is the one that maps, so you will be able to push next time without these extra parameters.
Okay.
And -u is the same, just the short version of it.
So
and the origin and update gen files.
Okay.
And it will, and you can use temp completion. No, that's not good.
Yeah, that's okay. Oops,
No, but
didn't spell origin properly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then now, if you like, you can go to the browser. You can open the browser with that URL, or just go to this there.
Yeah.
And it already offers you the pull request.
It does, yeah. Let me. I know it's going to be tedious, but perhaps I'll change it to that, and then that will have. Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
Did I not press the button hard enough?
Yeah, it's like.
I know it's doing it.
And then it asks you are you really sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and now we can go back to and check out the master branch, because we don't want to stack on this branch anything else, right?
True. It is.
Okay, so now git status would show the two files changed, right? No, why not? Oh, because okay, sorry, because it went back to the state of the. That's
okay,
fine.
yeah, true, absolutely, yeah, right.
That's fine. Okay, so now we need to fix those tests, right? That's the next thing.
Yeah.
Or would you prefer to set up the GitHub Actions first?
No, definitely do the
fix. That's more important. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So that's that's how to do that, right?
I do. T/ if I can just which one?
Oh. It's instead of OPM, it's OTRs.
Yeah. So to just give you a clue, the original help if actually did what I told it to. So my fix was to change OPM to OTRS, and I stupidly didn't notice that it was an XML, so there was a trailing.
Yeah, it has the closing part. It has to be okay. So is that's it?
That's it, yeah.
Okay, let's run the test.
And so I go back to here. No, I don't have to go back to here.
Okay, that's nice. Now run a cat on the README file, please, because I think there is at the end it says there is also this ZIL test auto release. So
Okay.
run that one as well. Okay. Let's see if those pass. Did it really run more tests here? There is the T author and pod and syntax.
I guess there's also pod coverage.
Okay, good, whatever. So they were both passing. So now you can commit this change as well and create a new branch. Okay. But this time you will commit only the TOPM file. Okay, so create a new branch with git checkout. Yeah, that's one.
What should we call it?
Fix something, no?
Yeah.
XML. Okay, whatever. I mean, at the end, the branch name is lost, right? It's
okay.
Just for you to, in case you will want to continue it.
Okay.
So that's not that important.
So I guess we want to do, but we don't want to add the other two files. We just want to do this one.
Only that one, yeah.
And so now we should push this thing. We should be able to do the same thing as before, I guess.
Yeah, just change the name of the branch. Fix something, so F tab, no?
Yeah.
Doesn't complete? No, it's fix X. So just fix and press tab.
Oh, I'm supposed to use the same. Sorry.
Yeah.
I decided to call it something else, which was not appropriate. Okay. Okay.
I mean, if you wanted to call it else, something else, then you would say, I think the right way to do is saying -u origin / the new name. And at the end is so the one that you put here end is the local name.
Okay.
I think. And okay, go back to your fork because this is the real one. So you can click on the fork in the triangle next to the fork, I think. No, you don't want to fork it again.
That's a bit long-winded, but there you go. Okay. So this is just me pulling to here, isn't it? So I'll leave a comment on this one because it's what's the course called? OD
OSDC. And then you can add by gov or add subgov. Yeah.
Accepted site.
That will be next one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The last part is next.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's try to do this, the GitHub action.
Okay. So let's go back to here then. So
I guess go back to the master branch again. And then git status. Okay, that's fine. So now let's go to the, I mean, I usually just copy one of the examples I already have for GitHub Actions and then start to tweak it. So you can open the browser. In the browser.
So I'm just a bit confused. Why is this time we've got these files changed? And last time we did that, we don't.
Because last time then we committed them.
Okay.
And this time we left in the working space even when we were in the branch.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Yes, true. Actually, we did. You're absolutely right. So we really want to. Well, it doesn't matter. We didn't, does it?
No, we just have to make sure that we don't accidentally commit them here too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you want me to do? Create a file? Directory?
No, we go. Well, yeah. Wait a second. I'll send you. Open the browser. Yeah, I'll send you the. In the chat, I'll send you the link. Okay, in the chat, Zoom chat. I sent you a link, so open that one.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, at the bottom, probably you are, or at the top.
It's over the right, over the.
Somewhere there is a button for chat.
There probably should be. I don't know whether it's disappeared because I'm sure.
I can also tell you what is the URL. It's not that difficult.
Hang on a minute, let me just try it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So because I was sharing, it's kind of moved things around a bit.
Okay, you can. Oh, no,
okay, that's fine. Right, I got it. So
just open that in a new page somewhere.
Okay.
So here we have I have a list of a couple of GitHub Actions examples I have. Click on that one. And yeah, then we can start by copying this file.
It's gonna be easiest, isn't it? Except
with the row. Click on the row.
Yeah, row's better. Yeah.
And then we'll edit it because we don't need most of it. Actually, I think I should have updated it. But
that's not right. Oops.
Okay, that's enough. Now just create.
No, I don't want that.
Locally.
Sorry.
You can go locally to your terminal.
True. So I want to make the directory, I guess.
It's .github and /workflows. Hub. Workflows. And then inside you create any. Now you probably lost the copy paste there.
No, I think I got there in time.
Okay. And you can call it any name. I usually just call it CI, but you can
yeah,
call it
I'll call it that. YAML. Okay.
Okay, so let's go over this quickly. What's in here, because I think I should have updated. So comment out the schedule cron for now.
Yeah. Oops.
No, don't remove it. Just comment it out.
Okay.
Because I think it's a good idea actually to have once a day or once a week, okay, run the tests to see if any changes in the dependency tree maybe started to break your software.
Yeah. Okay.
It's I think it's sort of a good idea. Now here you can, for a runner, we can start with picking just one runner. So I normally just comment out. Okay, so just have the Ubuntu one.
Yeah.
And it's okay with just one version of Perl at the beginning, and then later we extend to more. Just so yeah. Okay, you can leave the exclude for now. Then we have the matrix. That's okay. We check. So and there are basically the two main ways to run these GitHub actions. Either natively, that's what we are doing now. So you pick up one of the operating systems and on natively you run on it, or you can use Ubuntu and then inside you use a Docker image. Mm-hmm. What now let's try it with the native version. So here we have the setup of Perl, which is, I don't know, some people use it. Now they used to be this starts with, okay, it's fine. We can leave it this way. Next one is the show the Perl version. I just leave it there so I have it. Then we need to install this Zilla because this doesn't come with the Zilla. And then we add, just make sure that these are the two commands. I think these are the two commands that we had in the README file as well. Yeah. Could you check that, please?
Sorry, yeah. Sorry.
The install, which will have under install modules. So author depths missing and list depths author missing. It's developed. So I don't know if it's better or just add the author depth as well. Maybe add another line.
Isn't that there or
no? So this was. I mean, you had two lines. We had two lines. The DIL author depths missing. And
list depths.
List depths with a flag. But here we have a So this one maybe you add. Okay. Sort of, we just throwing in the kitchen sink there, but
okay.
Doesn't really. And then add the node test there too. Okay, and then the next. Okay, so the next, could you add the empty row there, just so for the file?
Sorry, an empty row there.
Yeah. So the next three items is my way of trying to display whatever failures cpan-m collects. Okay. Okay. Because otherwise you won't see if there is an error while cpan-m runs, and then it's horrible. So that's it. And then this is, so I don't think that you need the environment variables for this in this case, but you can leave them there. Yeah. It probably won't hurt. And then you can use the ZIL test, and you can add the other ZIL test command if you, or maybe you don't need to add. Maybe it's enough to one. I think it's enough to add the -- author and -- release.
Okay. I don't know DZIL well enough, but I'm guessing that you could, that setting those environment variables essentially turns on those flags.
Maybe.
But so, anyway, be right. It's belt process.
Yeah, maybe. So some people use these environment variables in their tests.
Yeah.
And based on that, they do something. But I mean, you can also remove these environment variables. So this is it for now. We can commit and push it out and see what happens. And then while it's working, we can talk about this a bit more. So again, you need a new branch, right?
Yeah,
Git checkout -v.
Checkout -b, what should we call it? GitHub Actions.
Yeah, that's what I call it. I usually just call it CI because I'm too lazy.
Yeah,
to
no, it's fine.
Letters.
Okay.
And then add this GitHub folder.
Try it. One of the things that annoys me about, I don't know if it's just Fedora, but if I type in a command incorrectly, it goes off trying to find what I should be doing. And it goes off, looks on the internet for things that look like it. Okay. Git.
Add GitHub action. That's what I.
Yeah. It seems to describe what we're doing pretty well.
Okay. And then push it out. So git push -u. Just replace the branch name.
I've managed to drop the G out of front. What did I call it? Add.
No, it's git G something.
GitHub action. Yeah.
Okay. So now you can go to the browser and look at the. Go to your fork.
Yeah, I don't know where I am anymore.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can go click on the action. So if you clicked on that.
Is it called CI?
Yeah. So it's. I don't know why it's running 2 now. We don't have 2, right?
No, we don't. I think it might be. It doesn't matter why. I'll kill one of them off.
No, just wait. I think. I mean, whatever. Well, it might. I don't know. Why does it run? No idea. You can click on it to see what's going on. So we can add. I mean, usually I send up when I try to add GitHub Actions to one of these projects. I do something relatively simple and push it, and then send a pull request, even if it's not the best solution or whatever. Partially because I want to see if the other side even interested in this. Okay, sometimes I have pull requests waiting, like, I don't know, 6 years now.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's really just not worth the effort. And some of the pull requests are really like adding replacing HTTP with HTTPS. So it's not a very the author doesn't need to think too much about this.
Yeah,
okay, I will understand a complex pull request might need thinking.
Yeah,
but even that, not 6 years. So whatever. So anyway,
yeah, I had a pull request on something like all cookie DBI, which is used in mod Perl world, and it was outstanding for about 4 or 5 years, something like that. And eventually the guy accepted it, and it was just a simple precedence error, meaning that something wasn't defined. And it only caused a warning, but it was filling our logs up. Okay, so what are we doing?
So
while
we are still waiting for this, so we can add this and then run it on different platforms as well to see if other platforms what happens. We can if interested, add the one with the Docker.
Okay.
That runs inside the Docker. The advantage of that one, and maybe putting that as the first and the others depending on that workflow or that job, is that we can then find an image that already contains this Zilla.
Yeah.
Or we can build an image separately, just with all the stuff that we would like it already have. So just so it will run much faster.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things, and then it won't have to wait installing this Zilla, and it won't fail because of this Zilla. Some of the Zilla dependencies might be broken. because that can be really annoying when especially if you put a cron job and run it once a day, and then sometimes it breaks just because one of the dependencies is broken.
Yeah.
The testing dependencies. Okay, so not even the code dependencies. Okay, so what's going on? Did you finish? Or?
I don't think so. Let's go for this. Run tests. It's failed to run tests because it will have failed because we haven't got the.
No, that's fine. If those tests fail, that's fine.
Yeah, no, it's actually, yeah, no, that's actually perfect.
Okay, so it looks fine. Now we can.
Yeah.
So you can stop. We can say, okay, let's. I mean, we can. Okay, you decide whether you would like to run the enable and see what happens with the other operating systems and the other versions of Perl, or say, okay, let's send the pull request as it is. Once Rene accepts the pull request, if and once he accepts the pull request, then we can go ahead and update this, and then update the configuration file.
Yeah. Okay.
It's up to you.
So that's actually up to date, isn't it? In fact.
Sorry?
I was just thinking the code's actually up to date there, isn't it? In fact, what we need to do is to
so you can just go ahead and send a pull request if you like.
Yeah. Compare. Let's do it.
Okay. And then in the pull request, you can tell him that, okay, so this is just one platform and it's failing now.
Yeah.
Waiting for the other. I'll even tell you to include the commit message, the number of the other ones. It's number 8. Then you can include. You can tell that it's waiting for #8 to be accepted, so it to stop failing.
Oh, is that a fix? I mean,
so it's okay. Whatever. The point is that at the moment it's failing, right?
Yeah. Ubuntu and bang. Okay, does that make sense?
Wait a second. I haven't looked at. Just mention #8.
Okay.
That's the previous. It's only so it's the previous issue, and then you can put it in. That will be fixed by #8 or whatever. Or whatever. So it just this will refer to the other pull request. Okay. It's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, we go.
Okay. Okay, Okay, so we can take a break now, I think.
Yeah.
And then after break we continue doing something. We can generate a test coverage report if you are interested. If you'd like to go on with this one, or we can pick another project and try to set up GitHub Actions for that. Maybe a project where we need a database as well.
I'd be interested in doing both of those, actually. Certainly, I've got a personal need for doing the database thing, and I'd also like to do test coverage, seeing how we can incorporate that into this.
Okay.
I think I'd like to see that first, really, for sure. Anyway, a cup of tea time, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's have a 10 minutes, 13 minutes break. Okay.
Okay.
Because it's 0 to 2 now. Okay. So.
Okay.
Right. Good.
Okay.
Where is the button? Okay. So see you in 13 minutes.
Okay.
13. Okay.